Hey, how's it going, everybody? Bully Scholarship Boy here, and welcome to my next Let's Play. I had a lot of fun doing my first one, which was Spyro the Dragon, and today I thought I'd start the sequel, which is arguably my favorite one in the Spyro the Dragon Trilogy. But it's kind of hard, because this game, it's kind of hard to compare this one to the original one, because they're just both so different. I was just thinking about today which one I like more, but I was like, man, each of them is kind of their own distinct game. This one has a lot more dialogue and, I don't know, it's sort of simplified, but sort of not. The other one's more just exploring and trying to find your way. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but let's watch this cutscene first.
Is this rain ever gonna stop? I've forgotten what the sun looks like. We should go on vacation. Somewhere warm. Somewhere sunny.
Definitely like this new voice actor more.
Dragon Shores. Yeah, I haven't been there since we kicked Nasty Nork's butt. How about it, Sparks? You up for a vacation at the beach? Last one there's a Nork.
And for those of you who didn't know, that's actually Tom Kenny, who does the voice of SpongeBob. A couple other characters in this game also are voiced by him. It's kind of funny.
Is it working, Professor?
Almost. Just a few more adjustments to these orbs and...
Maybe this isn't such a good idea. Bringing a dragon here could just make Ripto angrier.
Calm down, Hunter, and stop fidgeting.
But you saw the professor's book. They have claws like this, teeth like this, and they spit fire like this. They sound much more dangerous than Ripto.
That's exactly the point.
Ripto.
A dragon is our only chance of stopping Ripto, and you know it.
She says it weird.
It's working. It's working.
It's working. It's working. Star Wars.
Whoa, rough landing. Hi, which way's the beach?
Wow, Hunter looks weird in that.
Hey, stop staring. Haven't you guys ever seen a dragon before?
You're a dragon?
You got a problem with that, pussycat?
I love the characters in this game. They're so funny.
Well, someone forgot to invite me to the party. Were you trying to keep something from me? A dragon? You brought a dragon to Avalar? I hate dragons! Yeah! Ow! Crush! Kill it! Kill it!
Oh. I always thought that was the fairy as a kid, and I was like,
Go! You imbecile! You ate my scepter!
But I guess that's his scepter.
I'll deal with you later!
Great voice actor for him.
Who is that jerk?
That was Ripto, and we have to get rid of him. He's causing all sorts of trouble around here, but I haven't got time to explain. Here, take this magic guide to Avalar. It'll help you begin to understand our worlds. Right now, I have to follow Ripto and see what he's up to. I'll meet you in Summer Forest, okay?
Hey, wait a minute! How do we get ourselves into these messes, pal?
But yeah, I definitely prefer the voice actor in this game, and a lot of the characters in this game are more fun, because the other ones, you know, it's just 5-second cutscenes with dragons and stuff. So first, let's talk to this guy.
Hi, Spyro! Welcome to Glimmer! Unfortunately for us, a mob of lizards just showed up and started stealing all of our gems. Can you stop them?
You got it, dude. So yeah, one of the first things that you'll notice when you start playing this game, Spyro, he looks a little bit bigger in my opinion. He walks a little bit different. His wings are bigger. And I don't know, just the control seems a little bit tighter, and I love it. You still press square to charge, press circle to flame. But there is a new ability when you're gliding. Before in the original game, when you'd be gliding, you'd hit the triangle button, you just fall down. But here, when you press triangle, you do this little hover, which is very helpful. And it allows the developers sort of to make a little bit more challenging glides to combat that. So that's kind of nice. The worlds are definitely a little bit bigger in this game, and they definitely take a longer longer time, because there's some things that you have to backtrack for, because you have to learn some new abilities and stuff like that. So that's kind of cool, I think. I know it's kind of nice to be able to complete the level when you play through it for the first time, but it does make you go back through the game and sort of enjoy the full experience of it, I guess you could say. So yeah, I'm kind of excited to start this, but just as a note, I'm also going to be doing another Let's Play alongside this. Hopefully in the next maybe month or so, I'm going to buy myself a new laptop, and this one that I'm looking at will have a terabyte hard drive, so hopefully I should be able to start recording maybe more often. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but my cousin and I would like to sort of do a co-commentary for the other game, just because it's a very special game to me and my cousin, as well as another friend of mine. So I might just be doing just guest commentaries with that one. I'll just have people over when I record for that game, just because that is my the game that we'll be doing, which I've mentioned in earlier videos, but I'll try to keep it a secret, even though I've sort of blown it already. We'll definitely be just doing co-commentary for that, just because it is my favorite game of all time. I'm pretty sure it's one of my friend's favorite games of all time, and if it isn't my cousin's favorite game of all time, it's definitely one of his. I know, after I showed it to him and had him check it out, I know he loves it. So, oh, let's talk to Zoe.
Hi, Spyro. I'm a friend of Alora's, and she's asked me to help you out. Whenever you find me, I'll remember your progress like this. That zap means that if you get into trouble, I'll return you to this place. See you around.
See you around, Zoe. So, yep. Pretty much instead of rescuing dragons, stepping on their platforms or whatever, which just sort of saves your progress in the game, not actually. I learned that lesson when I was recording earlier for the previous Let's Play. But this time, just if a fairy zaps you, that's where you'll go if you die or get killed or whatever. Oh, here's a new thing.
We gem cutters are a bit too short to climb these ladders. Looks like you are too. After you learn to climb, come back to Glimmer to see me.
So yeah, in this game, you'll learn to climb ladders, or well, I guess you can call that a ladder, I don't know. Just when you see things like that on the wall, you can climb them. That's not till we get to the second world and learn that. However, as a kid, I learned a way to skip that in this level, and so we will be able to complete this level 100%. I've never seen anyone else on YouTube do this, so I don't know. I seriously doubt I'm the only person that figured this out. I mean, it's next to nothing that I did that, but maybe, I don't know. So I'll show you guys in a little bit how to get past that. Oh, another thing with enemies, when you kill them, as you can see up there in the upper right-hand corner, they release spirits instead of treasure, so you don't necessarily have to kill every enemy. I mean, it wasn't that big of a deal in the original game because there weren't that many enemies, but now they release spirits, and those, whoops, those go to charging these little superpower gates, which give you abilities like the ability to fly throughout the level for a little bit, or get strong fire breath, or a shield, stuff like that. You'll see.
Ah, you must be the dragon everyone is talking about. Well, dragon or not, I'm afraid there is a small fee to open the bridge. It will cost you 100 of your gems to cross.
Yes, this is probably the greatest jerk in Spyro history. Moneybags.
Thank you, Mr. Dragon. Spyro, was it? You can now use the bridge whenever you want, free of charge. I hope we meet again, when you have even more gems.
Don't worry, he'll get his comeuppance later in the game. I think that's how I'm supposed to say that word. I've only heard a few people say that, but it's supposed to be like payback,
To
I
get a
think.
good look around, hold down the triangle button. Try using triangle to look around this cave.
I'm not too good with my vocabulary, guys, and I apologize. I'm more of a math and history guy. I'm not an English major. Well, I won't be going into an English major. I'm still in high school, but when I do go to college, English is definitely not going to be one of my interests. I'd much rather learn how to solve problems and build stuff and the rate of change and all that stuff, like in calculus or, you know, stuff like that. That interests me much more than writing essays and papers and all that. But I am a decent writer when I really set my mind to it and I'm not distracted. Okay, let's talk to this guy.
Spyro, thanks for helping us fight off the lizards. Please take this talisman of Glimmer as a sign of our gratitude.
Alright. Here's another collectible in this game that we'll be collecting throughout the game, I guess you could say. They're talismans.
This magic portal next to me will take you to Summer Forest, one of the homeworlds of Avalar.
Avalar, I love that name. But anyway, yeah, talismans. That's another collectible. Instead of dragons, the main thing we want to collect is talismans, which are things you get when you finish each level, pretty much. You do, like, the basic requirements of the level, which is usually just getting to the end or freeing someone at the end or something like that, usually. But there's another collectible which we'll be getting here in just a little bit, along with gems as well. Let's see, another new thing for this game: when you hold down L1, L2, R1, and R2, sparks will point towards the nearest treasure. So that does, I mean, that does make the game kind of easy, but it also helps out with those frustrating, like, last 2 gems or whatever that would sometimes happen to me, which is why you really want to practice if you're going to LP the first game especially. And I think in the third one, I believe in the third one you unlock that ability later. I don't think you get it at the start. So this game, oh my goodness, this game, you're just given it. So that's another thing to keep in mind if you are looking for 100% completion, which I of course am. Oh, whoops.
These little lizards have eaten my entire crop of gems. I've tried hitting them with rocks, but they're too fast for me. You can try using one of my rocks if you have any questions.
Oh, whoops. Okay, before we shoot the rock, we're just gonna get this. So here's the last collectible we'll be getting after we help this guy out here. We're gonna go hunting some lizards. Alright, wait for him to pop out. Oh yeah, when you spit stuff like this, it sort of locks on automatically.
Nice shooting! Follow me to the next lizard.
Okay. So yeah, that's another new thing, I guess, along with all the other things I've listed. You can pretty much pick stuff up in your mouth and shoot it at enemies. It's usually more for just challenges and stuff. Wow, he's slow at that whirlwind. But every now and then it becomes useful.
You can spit pretty far, Spyro! See if you can spit all the way to that lizard!
You got it, dude. So, yep. And later in the game, some enemies might only be able to be killed by projectiles like that. So you can either just press the circle button to shoot, or you can aim in and get sort of like these, I guess you could say, crosshairs. But they sort of lock on for you, so it's nice, because some of those would be really annoying to shoot. And some of them just require you to do that, because it's kind of hard.
Up high, you'll have to aim. Press and hold the triangle button to aim, then press circle to spit.
You got it. Alright, hook me up with this rock. Alright. Just look up at him. So I gotta aim a little bit high. Oh, okay, maybe not. Or I can just do this. Screw that. So yeah, that's another new thing. But yeah, Avalar. That's why I was laughing over here about the name. Me and my friends, like, if we're on Xbox Live, usually if we're messing around on Modern Warfare 2, which is probably my favorite Call of Duty game, because now it's kind of crappy in my opinion, we'll, like, go into game chat and, like, search and destroy, or something where we can talk to people where all the stupid people are, and they're fun to troll, and we'll just be like, hey guys, you want to join our Japanese role-playing game clan? And then we'll just start rambling on all this, I call it RPG jargon, you know, just random, you know, the White Witch of Azergarth desires you to join her clan or her legion, you know, just nerdy crap like that, which is, it's so much fun. It sounds really nerdy and dorky, but it is one of the most fun things you can do to troll people. And the word Avalar is it's a nice nerdy name for RPG jargon trolling, if you know what I mean. I might have to record that if I can. I know my friends and I were trying to get people to join the Mana clan, which was nice and nerdy, and that was pretty funny. We got a bunch of people to do it. I took a few pictures, but I wish I would have recorded it, because some of the responses were great.
Yay! You saved my crop of gems from the lizards! Here, take this orb. Some girl with wings dropped it here yesterday.
Alright, so here's the final collectible. Orbs. Yay, I got one. They're pretty cool looking, actually. I always thought this was a really cool thing in this game. But there are 64 of them in the game, I believe. You don't need them to face the bosses, but to open some doors to get to, like, where the boss is, or to unlock some portals to levels once we get to the Homeworld. That's one of them. So orbs definitely serve a purpose in this game, and the orb challenges are usually pretty fun. They require you to explore the level, and I like that. Here's the next one, so let's talk to this guy.
Great! The Superfly power-up is active, and you can restart our gem lamps. Flame all the lamps quickly, and the big gem lamp will light. The power-up will give you enough magic to fly for a short time.
Alright. And they give you like a difficulty meter and stuff. I never really paid attention to that because I didn't really care. I did them all. So, yep, so now you can fly. Press X to sort of get a little bit higher up, and you just flame them, and that bar on the right shows how much time you have left with this ability. It says it's only temporary. I always forget this one. Woo! That's pretty cool looking. Not sure what the point of that
Thanks
is,
for
but
helping me light the lamp, Spyro. A fairy gave me this orb, but I like gems better. You take it instead.
alright, thank you very much. Alright, 2 orbs, and the third one is, or the third orb challenge is actually atop that ladder that I was talking about earlier. So we'll go check that out as soon as I clear out this area for all the treasure, because I didn't go over here yet, so let's just get some of this. But yeah, when you're like on the ground, you have like a fly ability. Just double press X, or yeah, press X twice, and you'll start flying. And then, as I said earlier, triangle button, that'll let you hover, and sometimes, and you'll make use of that a lot in the game, especially later for some of the tougher glides and stuff. We'll do that more when we get to the main homeworld. Let me just make one more sweep around here. Just gonna check sparks. I'm gonna make use of that, might as well. Looks like we got all the treasure over here. Okay, so now let's, well, whoops. No, we're gonna take advantage of this. Alright, so here's sort of the little secret thing. You jump through here, and you just gotta fly really quickly, and you're gonna just barely make it, but you can get on top of that ladder without it. So we're just gonna get really high, and we're gonna hover, and bam, there we are. So that's the little secret I discovered when I was really young. I don't know if anyone else has. I bet someone's got to have it. I mean, it's not that crazy, but who knows. So let's talk to this guy.
Hey, great! You've got the Superfly power-up active. Now you can light the gem lamps in this cave.
Alright. Flame the gem lamps. Yes, once again, here's another one just inside a cave and later in the game. Well, supposed to be later in the game if you're not a cheapskate like me. But I thought it was a cool thing to show off. I don't know. I've watched some other Let's Players do this game, and none of them have done this, but maybe they're just not like me and don't want to try to show off. I don't know. So, once again, we light that, and this time it's shooting that stuff down at the ground.
Thanks for helping me light the lamp, Spyro. For a while, I was afraid we were going to have to cancel tonight's baseball game. Here, somebody mix this orb in with the baseballs.
Gotta have the thing shooting random light onto the ground to have baseball. Absolutely. So now we got all 3 orbs, as you can see up on top, so that's kind of cool. And now let's get the last bit of treasure, which was just over on that ledge, and then we can head back to the homeworld. And I'll just do a little bit of cleanup there, because we can't get all the treasure at first. We're going to have to do 1 level. But after that, I'll probably cut it then. Let's see. Go over here, and bam. Glimmer complete. Yay, that's nice. I like how it shows you you finished everything. So now we're good to go. I'll show you the pause menu here. On the right side, you got our lives, the gem count, number of orbs. If we have the talisman, that'll be filled in. Otherwise, it's like grayed out or blued out or whatever you consider that color. And we have 400 of 400 gems. But as you can see, our total gem count is 300 because we gave Moneybags, the cheapskate bear dude, 100 gems. So our gem count will not match up with the total gems that we've collected due to him. And we even killed all 14 enemies and got all the orbs. So that's pretty cool. And then the guidebook, that will just show you if you've completed the levels, stuff like that, as well as the homeworld. But so that's how that works. And everything else is pretty much basic stuff. So let's head back into Summer Forest for the very first time, I guess. We're not going back. We're going there for the first time. And we'll have another cutscene here, so I'll be quiet. Oh, she's really red.
Oh no!
Creepy picture.
Oh, hello.
Classic
we didn't
moment
get a
here.
chance to introduce ourselves before. My name is Alora.
Hi, I'm Spyro. What are you, some kind of goat?
I'm a fawn, you dork.
Oh, sorry.
Did you
Classic.
meet the gym cutters in Glimmer?
Yeah, they gave me a souvenir too. They called it a talisman.
They gave you a talisman?
What? Is it special? I just stuck it in the guidebook you gave me.
There are 14 talismans in Avalar, and they are all magical. If you can collect enough of them, they can be used to defeat Ripto.
Ripto.
Hunter, where have you been?
I, got a little lost.
I love Hunter.
Spyro's going to help us collect the talismans.
I am?
Yes.
Spyro, look. There's no way you can get to Dragon Shores right now. Ripto and his monsters have taken over the castle here in the Summer Forest. You're going to have to go to Avalar's worlds and convince the inhabitants to give you their talisman. You can keep them in your guidebook.
Hey, I could do that. Why doesn't the dragon just torch Ripto?
Hunter, you can't even keep track of your running shoes. How can we trust you with 14 talisman?
Talisman or talismans? I don't
If
know.
you come across any orbs, they're important too, but I'll tell you about them later.
Okay, no problem. I'll collect a few talismans, give Ripto the old hot foot, and be in Dragon Shores by lunchtime.
Alright. So, Summer Forest, the first Homeworld, with some of the coolest, most peaceful game music ever. It's just so relaxing. Like, this is music you could fall asleep to. Or, like, wake up to, I guess, even more. It's just super chill. So, let's just hop around, grab the little bit of treasure that we can. But, oh, shoot. I'll show you guys why we won't be able to at first. There's a few new things. Here's extra lives. They're just shiny butterflies that Sparks will eat, rather than those creepy little dragons that you got in, like, the baby stroller thing. Oh, no, they weren't baby strollers. They were like little, I don't know what you call those, but whatever. Things that were kind of creepy in the original game. But the colors and everything are definitely brighter, and I don't know. I like the detail of this game a little bit more than the original, but the original definitely had a really solid soundtrack and some really funny moments as well. So both games are good. It's hard to compare them in my opinion, but they're both pretty solid. Let's see. Is there treasure back here? Oh wow, I never even remember that. I didn't know it was hidden back there so well. So let's see. I'm gonna be kind of a cheapskate. Oh yeah, here's another new thing. Water doesn't instantly make you die practically. So that's another awesome update. I don't absolutely love the underwater worlds, but it's definitely a cool thing. Now we can't swim yet. That will be one of our downfalls for this first bit. So we won't be able to clear out Summer Forest right away. So let's talk to Alora again.
Spyro, this is the homeworld called Summer Forest. There are portals to many of the Avalar worlds around here. Unfortunately, Ripto has taken over the castle, and we need your help. Start by retrieving the talismans from each of the worlds you go to.
Alright. And we're also going to be able to get, I believe, one orb for now. We can't get the, well, one of the other ones, and one of them we won't be able to get for a long time, but not till the next episode or two we'll get the second of the three of them. Let's hop down these grass steps. Let's see here. Oh yeah, here we got frogs. They're just like the same as sheep. There are sheep in some worlds. They change throughout the levels just like they did in the original game. They might even change even more in this game. I'm not sure if it's totally different for every level, but there's a lot more variety in that, which is kind of funny. Let's see. And Sparks will eat butterflies no matter what, so you might want to conserve them. I don't think we're going to be worrying that much about it, though. This game's not too challenging. The first one's definitely tougher, in my opinion, except for the boss fights. But otherwise, the first one's definitely a more challenging game. Since the controls are a little bit looser, they're not quite as nice as this, and you don't have as many abilities and stuff. More stuff can kill you, put it that way. But they're both great games. And the third one, I mean, it's alright. I definitely like it more than, my goodness, the sequels after Insomniac dumped the series to whoever wanted it. I'm not sure who even published the, or made or designed the future ones after Year of the Dragon, which was the third one. But, I don't know. That one's alright. Oh, I'll talk about that. Let's talk with Moneybags first.
Sorry, Spyro. I'd love to teach you how to swim underwater. But not as much as I'd love to take your treasure.
Wow, what a jerk. Yep, we need 500 gems, and the game does not allow us to get 500 here as much as you may want to. So first, let's do this orb challenge, and then we'll have to go to a level to get some money.
Hi, Spyro. You look like you're pretty agile. Let's try putting it to a test. See if you can get up this first step. Press X and hold it down to get more hang time.
You better be able to get up this first step. Otherwise, I don't think you have gotten out of Glimmer.
Not bad. Now, to make this next jump, you'll have to glide. Press X to jump. Then press X again at the top of your jump to get the maximum glide distance.
Alright. Woo! Pick up some treasure and talk with Hunter for the 8th time.
Now try to do a hover. Press X to jump, then press X again to glide. Then when you reach the end of your glide, press triangle to hover. Hovering will give you extra height and distance.
Excellent. Okay. Triangle, you hover. Yep. Explained it already, but thank you, Hunter. That's pretty creepy looking. It looks like a woman.
Very good. Now for the hardest leap of all. You'll have to give this one everything you've got. Get a walking start, jump, glide, and hover just before you get to the edge of the platform. Don't forget to press forward on the D-pad or analog stick when you hover.
Sort of breaking the fourth wall. I guess they sort of did in the first game too, though.
Wow, you're a pretty good athlete.
Athlete?
If I hadn't lost my running shoes, I'd take you on for real. For now, here's an orb for your collection.
Alright, yes, Hunter was hoarding an orb from us. What a jerk. Why would the fairies give him orbs? He's kind of not the most intelligent fellow. But, whatever. Let's see what Zoe has to say. It's probably like a camera thing or something. Let's see.
Sparks, the dragonfly following you around is your health indicator, Spyro. The brighter he is, the more hit points you have.
You got it. What hit points? This is an RPG. Anyway. Oh yeah, we can grab some treasure here. A couple pieces. And I think that's all the treasure we can get until we have 500 gems and learn how to swim. So next time, guys, we're going to be doing Colossus, which I actually like this level. This is a pretty cool one. This game's got a lot of good levels, so next time we'll be doing that. I thank you all for watching. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this and want to see more Spyro and, well, the next game, which is my favorite game of all time. If you don't know what it is, you'll find out soon enough. So, see you guys later. Have a wonderful day. Peace out, guys.